Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to your reading for the 22nd or the 23rd of November. Make sure to watch this around that time. So this is the full moon reading in Gemini for your sign. I'm not going to find out which sign we're reading for yet, but I'll just pick a random card from the Thoth deck. That's a very popular deck, and we're going to take a look first at the general energies with this beautiful deck here. Okay, so what we're looking at is a full moon in Gemini. The moon is at 0 degrees, only 52 minutes into the sign, and then the sun is actually in a very special conjunction, a very lucky moment when the sun creates a conjunction with Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius, and Jupiter is in rulership in Sagittarius, so this is going to be a very special moment for all of us. Your first card is the Four of Swords, so rest is needed, rest and recuperation. There's the King of Swords, who's a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, and the Ace of Swords. You're about to hear some very important information from someone who has been doing a lot of thinking about you. This person could be a sign such as a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or this could be a sibling, or this could be anybody who has been doing a lot of kind of understanding or taking the time out to listen to your relationship and has taken some time away. So the way that you figure out who this person is, this person too has taken time away to reconsider their position, to consider their circumstances and your relationship, and I think you will hear from them soon. I don't think it's going to be a bad message because Jupiter is with the sun, so everybody has the inclination to think positively and act positively. Okay, the sign we are reading for is Aries. Hi Aries, how are you doing today? I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Let's take a look at your chart. So this is your chart in which we see this Sun-Jupiter conjunction in your 9th house, the full moon in your 3rd house of communication. 3rd house has to do with communication, brothers and sisters, short distance travel, all those things. I want to bring your attention to one more thing. So there's a mystic rectangle here, and if you don't know what a mystic rectangle is, it's essentially a special geometric figure in the astrology chart that creates a certain type of energy. The energy that it creates is one of repetition and trying again. This really combines well with Mercury retrograde in the 9th house. The 9th house is the house of ideas, concepts, and thought in general, higher level thought. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius tells me that you are now thinking back to things you have thought before and maybe changing some of your opinions about things, and this is a part of the energy that the mystic rectangle supports. Your south node is currently in the 10th house, just moved in here into Capricorn. It's a very karmic time for your public life and for your career, and the north node is in Cancer in your 4th house of home, also having just moved in, and so the focus of your attention for the most part tends to be towards family issues and home issues as well. If you want to find out more about this Aries, I did a dedicated video for you guys for the nodes. That's located in the Aries playlist, so you may want to check that out too. Okay, so with the full moon we have this moment of exaltation in which, well, the Jupiter is exalted in Sagittarius, not exalted, it's in rulership, sorry. But Jupiter is in this very powerful position in Sagittarius, and then it's being brought up even higher with its conjunction with the sun. That combined energy is bringing some really type of significant movement or change into your house of communication. This means you will hear important communication and say important communication at this time. So this is something that may have not happened if there was a different astrological alignment. This is a person who you may think would have never said anything to you again. Maybe things got so out of whack or so out of control in your relationship that you never thought you would hear from them again. Maybe this is someone to do with your career, with whom you've had a very kind of difficult time, a karmic time. You know, when people say a karmic time, this is a time of karma in your career. So the consequences of the things that you have done and the things that you have done positively for others is all coming down through these transits. So very, very potent energy. I suspect that a lot will be influenced by your 10th house, by your house of career, Aries, for the next year and a half, 2 years. Okay, so this King of Swords to me seems like it's a person who you never thought you would hear from again, or you never thought things would pan out with them, but here they are. Let's take a look at the Bianco Nero Tarot. So we have the 3 of Wands, and then we have the 7 of Wands. This is a defense in a position, and the Page of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. A new direction with regard to a career. I think that you have set out a proposal towards something. You have set out your ideas. You have let other people know. You have been looking around to see where things can grow and where things can be successful. This is the full moon in communication, so especially if you've been sending out your resume, or if you've been communicating with people a lot, you've put out the energy in and you've been waiting for it to come back. And I feel like this idea that you have been working through and working around has been a big one, something quite significant, so much so that I think a lot of people haven't been listening to what you have to say, or haven't been listening to the things that you have been thinking of. And so I feel like this may be a person who is different than the rest. He is that person who hears your idea and sees some kind of validity in it, sees some kind of opportunity in it, and so they will be communicating with you. Now this can also be a referral of some type to another person, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn coming into your life for new business pursuits. We have the Eight of Cups. You almost walked away from thinking that this would work out, and you almost lost the situation because it was all about your territory. This was your idea, this concept, the thing that you were defending, your idea of how to handle a relationship. If this is a relationship, there were very strong boundaries that you had set out for yourself, and it led to kind of ultimatums, like either you take on all of this or you let it go. And I feel as though there was a real strong chance that something would have ended. This can also mean that a Scorpio person was in some way informing your confidence with regard to taking this path or this road. Now a new beginning has begun also, and I think it's to do with your career, and I think that integrating everything together is quite complicated and is baffling for you. On the bottom we have the Two of Swords, trying to make a decision about which road to go down, which road to take, and I feel like you're deliberating about which one is the right one for you at this time. So overall, I feel as though you are waiting quite a long time for something to stick. You've been trying in different directions, trying to make things work, communicating a lot. And the more effort that you have put in to doing this, the more chances you have of seeing a positive outcome. And I think that you are seeing some kind of outcome come through with this full moon. The Sun with the Jupiter conjunction is going to create a blast of positive energy and luck. So if it's time to switch something quickly, to change something, especially if it has to do with your career or with your home, then it's definitely a time for you to consider doing that, okay? I do have the Whispers of Love. Even though your reading isn't overwhelmingly about romance and love, I do feel like maybe this is a love interest. So if in your situation the King of Swords is a love interest, this person it's a relationship that has been difficult to come together, and there have been many things that oppose its cohesion, and so this person has finally figured out a path because to reconcile everything, to make sense of everything, and to really put an end on having to defend or have to negotiate positions between you and the other person. So I think there's been a logical outcome that has been figured out in order to move forward and ahead, one that is mindful and that is balanced, okay? Here is the next message we have: practice compassion, see things from a different perspective. So I think that this may be an answer to some of the troubles that you have been facing. Maybe some of the things in terms of your career have felt very unfair for you. Maybe you feel that in some way you have been dealt a bad hand. And I feel like maybe some of this shift in consciousness about what has been happening for you is going to actually empower you to in some way approach these big planets, Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node. This is Vesta, it's an asteroid. But those 3 points, those 3 big points, approach them with a different mindset, maybe more of a learner's mindset, one that allows you to move forward. So we see the Eight of Swords here as your outcome card. You're still deliberating. The answer is not answered this week. But I do feel like you are making significant progress, and I think when you hear this communication, something new will begin, and therein you will find the solution. So it's going to be over the next few months or maybe next few weeks. The perfect key. So I feel like, exactly, so the King of Swords has figured out the riddle. It's like how to get you on board, how to fix a certain something, how to make your idea work. Somebody hears you out and they're able to kind of figure out how to make it work so that it works within the company that you work for, the relationship that you're involved in. So there's some kind of resolution, and someone may have even figured out how you can break apart from a job or break apart from a relationship that you have been in that is not working for you, you know. So if you're, whichever circumstance you find yourself in, I feel like there's like a clear and decisive answer, a key that's coming through that is going to reconcile a lot of the questions. I'll show you guys that card that's kind of peeking out at the bottom, because when they do that, I like to recognize them. This is the King of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This to me signifies that this Page of Pentacles is going to turn into a king. So if you have met an earth sign and there's a good connection there and you don't know if this is a good job or if this is a good potential relationship, I think that there's some indication here that there is a long legacy in front of you that will mature, and once you solve some of the interim problems and the roadblocks, you'll come to great outcomes with this. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will talk with you soon. Take care. Bye.